Guys, what's up? It's Paul. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a figure from the Four Horsemen's Cosmic Legions line. This guy is NOVEUNN LEEN. NOVEUNN LEEN here is kind of like a reptile fraction from the Cosmic Legions. You know, that's one thing that's pretty cool about what the Four Horsemen did with the Cosmic Legions, because they got the different types of aliens. You know, you have more like the robot ones, and then you have like the tall, thin grays, and then this guy is like kind of a predator type of a reptile alien, and he's kind of let's try that again. He kind of has that predator vibe to him, with like his head kind of back and stuff. And they give you two heads, one that has the mouth closed, and then one with the mouth open. And it kind of has that feel of like the predator when it was screaming and stuff. But again, they redesigned it in a way that it only has that feel. It's not a copy, or it doesn't really look like a predator with the dreads and everything. It just has that vibe to it, which is awesome, because it kind of want this line to kind of carry the different sci-fi types of aliens that we've seen in the past, for them to kind of reimagine that style of alien and bring it to their Cosmic Legions figures. As a fan, I think that's really freaking cool. And you know, one thing I wanted to point out, like this box, again, I always love the Four Horsemen's boxes. They have the best. You can really see that figure. If you're going to have that on a display like these guys behind me, man, this is a beautiful way to look at them. You know, and again, too, it gives us collectors the ability for these guys to open them up if we want, and keep the boxes and put them back in the boxes, and do whatever you want with the figure. Because a lot of people, like myself, you know, although I have a lot of them in the boxes, you know, I love to open these guys up and display them. And then, of course, you know, with the customizing, pop and swap pieces. And in fact, when I got this guy, I got one of these specifically for a custom that I'm doing, because this guy has some amazing new parts. But we'll take a look at those when we get over to the table and open them up, and we'll talk about them. But back to the box. The art, everything is beautiful. And check this out on the back. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't have a Star Wars vibe to it right there. The early figures of Star Wars, when you'd flip the backs and you'd look at all the figures that were coming out in that line or had come out. Look what they did there. Beautiful. You know, there it is right there. You can look and see the different figures in the line, exactly like the old Kenner Star Wars. Love it. Love that they do little Easter eggs, if you will, to the classics. You know, come on, these guys grew up on this, they love this stuff, and damn, it shows in every detail of what they do. And again, if you're not really familiar with the Four Horsemen, that's one of the big reasons why the fans of the Four Horsemen love them, adore them, because they're really cool people and they're doing what they love, and that comes through in the figures. And this guy is a perfect example of that. So I'm excited about him, and I think that a lot of people saw this figure originally and were like, oh yeah, he's kind of cool, a little bit Predator-like, you know, he's cool. And but then they opened him and they fell in love with him. And I can't even tell you how many times I see people saying, you know, NOVEUNN LEEN is my new favorite Cosmic Legion. He's awesome. And I really do love this figure and the parts they used to make him. And, you know, if you're familiar with the whole line, parts, you know, you pop and swap, they all come apart. You can create your own figures using their figures. 3D stuff, which of course I am a 3D printer and have my own store, Trollhead Studios, a little shameless plug there. Check it out in the comment or in the description. I'll put a link down there and all that, as I always do now. And yep, it's awesome. So much fun with these guys. I mean, it's a whole nother level to collecting when you're also, you know, looking at this guy and thinking, oh my God, I want to do something. His boots are perfect for what I want to do. But we'll save that surprise till the end. So make sure you check out the end. We'll tell you what all we're going to be doing here. But this guy really screams alien, predator, badass all the way. Everything he comes with, everything he wears, the heads, love everything about it. So let's go over to the table. Let's open this guy up. I'm excited to see him. I know you are too. Let's go. So here is NOVEUNN LEEN. This guy is crazy cool. Like when I see him sitting there, standing there like that, he totally gives off like a vibe of predator, bounty hunter. I just love the way this guy looks. And the figure itself is done so nice. Just absolutely a surprise at like how this character connects. I don't know what exactly, but he is just badass. I love the way they have him painted with the gauntlet, the boots, the belt with that brown, and then that yellow tied in. Man, he just has such a really cool look about him. There's just something about when you're holding him in your hand. These boots, check out those boots. Oh my gosh, I just love those boots. And this is the first time we've seen them on anybody. As a guy that once, you know, enjoys doing the custom figures and wants new parts, these boots are so perfect. As soon as I saw this figure, I knew I had to have one figure just to do a particular custom that I've been wanting to do. And these boots and the legs, of course, we've seen the upper legs before, but the boots on this guy, they are just perfect. Look at those things. Man, are they cool. Absolutely love that design. Love that they now exist as parts to be used. Now his head, you know, pops off. Let's take a look at what some of the cool things about this guy. So you can just have him without the neck piece. And as you can see, he's damn cool looking just like that, you know. They did a really good job with this all the way around. So he looks great like that, right? But check this out. In this neck piece, there's this little flap in there. And look at that. It's got beautiful texture that matches the pants and everything. So you can put this on him just like that. See how it sits right on his shoulders. And now check it out. With just the head, it looks like a neck seal. Like as if he would have the helmet over top, and there's the neck seal. It's almost like what Boba Fett wore. You know, check that. Isn't that cool? Now, I have not really seen anybody talking about that neck seal. But that thing is just beautiful. What a cool piece. And again, the way the guy looks with it is just so good. So good. Now, I want to show you something, though. There's the head. Let's see. There's the head with the mouth closed. Pretty nice. Here is the mouth open. Look at that. That's great. Way dynamic pose. Check this out now. When you pop this head on, head's a little bit tighter. Look at that with the neck seal. Doesn't that look good? Man, this head with the open mouth it kind of limits how it goes down, you know, how much room you're going to have to move it. But look how good that looks. That is just the greatest looking. Looks so much better in person than I even thought it would from the pictures. I mean, we've seen some really nice pictures of this guy, but to have it in hand, man, it really is a nice figure all the way around. So again, that just goes right in there. Just sits in there. This just sits right there. Just sits on him. But he also comes with two of the coolest damn pauldrons I think I've ever seen. Oh, I love these things. You know, I used to play Mech Warrior, and this just totally reminds me of like the shoulder armor on those type of things, or even in from the movie Judge Dredd, if you remember the ABC robot. Oh man, these, I don't know what it is, but the cool thing about the Four Horsemen is, you know, they tap into all these different resources for inspiration. And so when you have something like this, you know, to me, it like that might be, you know, where it sparks that memory of like, oh, look at that. That reminds me of this, or the Star Wars packaging, or this or that. Anyway, that level of everything just makes it cool. And this thing just sits on top of that. Check this out. Oh my gosh. So neat looking. Look how that fits in there. Isn't that just the bomb? Then you throw this head on here. And man, it's hard to make this guy not look good. Look at that. That is beautiful. What a nice looking figure. And again, you know, it has great kickback. I know I'm going to be able to get some really cool poses out of this. So, you know, like always, we'll take some pictures of this guy. And this way I can kind of show you some of the different positions you can get him in and what he looks like with some of the other figures. Before I do, though, check out the weapons he comes with. Real nice. You know, a lot of the Cosmic Legion's guns have been molded in whatever color the character's in. So there's white ones and red ones and orange ones. Me, I kind of like the black ones. This guy also comes with something that's really nice. It is a little rocket with the peg that fits in his gauntlet. And again, talk about that bounty hunter feel with that in there. It has such a Boba Fett kind of vibe to it, you know? Love that. Love that little rocket launcher detail that they put on him. So I think that, you know, this really goes well. Of course, he also comes with these little clear pegs. The clear pegs on the other side of the guns have a little hole, so you can put the clear peg in and have him wear them, stick the clear peg in there. It holds the gun to his side. Nice little touch. And he comes with a couple sets of hands. So he has the set he comes with. He has a set of fists that are real nice. And he has the gun hands with the trigger finger out, which is the best thing for a toy collector that likes to pose his figures, because now when you put the gun in his hand, you have that finger on the trigger. Yeah, I know, trigger discipline, blah, blah, blah. A toy don't matter. That looks awesome. That's what it should look like when he's holding the gun. So, again, awesome hands that come with this guy. Great weapons. This guy is just a crazy cool figure. So let's do some pictures of this guy, and then we'll talk about him after that. So there was NOVEUNN LEEN. What'd you guys think of him? Let me know in the comments. Do you love this guy? You know, who is your favorite figure from the Cosmic Legions? What do you see, you know, as the coolest group that has the most potential? Is it like these guys, or you think the Greys or the robotic kind of figures? What do you think? Let me know. I'll tell you, I love what they're doing with these guys. The attention to detail, the painting on them, it's just amazing. I love it. And as a guy that buys multiples so I can take some apart and make custom figures, I saw this guy and totally fell in love with the boots and the waist and everything that he has, and realized that was absolutely perfect for a custom that I had been working on. I got a head and a custom torso, and then of course the Mythic Legion's arms, and this guy is going to be the lower half of the body. And I'm going to do a full video on the transformation of NOVEUNN LEEN to this character that I'm doing, and that is Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal, the video game, and more accurately, the Peacock series, where Samoa Joe, if you're into wrestling, I am, played Sweet Tooth. And when I saw that, I was just like, oh, that's so cool. My wife says to me, dude, you got to do a custom Sweet Tooth. Well, I took it a whole step further. Not only did I do the figure, but I did a 20-inch long, 18-inch tall copy of his ice cream truck. So subscribe to the channel, like the videos. You're not going to want to miss this one, because this is a pretty epic piece, and we're going to do the full video of the custom right to the Sweet Tooth, and it's coming up real soon. So make sure you stick around, subscribe, check that out. It's going to be fun. I'm excited to show you guys. It took me a long time to do that. I've been working on the whole thing for like months now. So I'm pretty excited to bring that to you. It's coming up soon. We got lots of cool stuff. We're going to do like this guy next, and I got a lot more cool stuff to bring you. So we're going to really be taking a look at some of the customs I've done really soon. So I'm excited about it. I thank you all very much for subscribing and liking the videos and comments, the interaction. Thank you. You guys are awesome. And we will see you next time on Toys in Motion. These three good-looking fellas are all for sale on the website, both painted and unpainted. Trollheadstudios.com. There's a link in the description.